Hey guys, welcome back to the Family Fudge and welcome to What We Spend in a Day, Tokyo Japan Edition. If you're new here, we are a family of 6 and we just spent a couple of weeks exploring one of our favorite places in the world, Tokyo. In this video, I'm going to share with you exactly what we spent in a single day, from buying groceries to transportation and from delicious street food to sushi. This day was packed with adventure and tasty surprises. Now I'm also going to share with you how much we paid for our accommodation, we'll enjoy the epic views from Tokyo Skytree, and then we'll end the night with a budget-friendly and totally fun conveyor belt sushi dinner. So if you've ever wondered how much it really costs to explore Tokyo with a big family, then stay tuned. With a full day ahead and 4 hungry kids in tow, breakfast needed to be quick, easy, and picky eater approved. Instead of heading to one of Japan's famous convenience stores like 7-Eleven or Family Mart, we decided to visit a nearby grocery store instead. For a larger family like ours, grocery stores offer more variety and the prices are often a bit kinder to the wallet. For breakfast, we started with fruit. You won't see much of it in our basket today. In Japan, fruit can sometimes be a bit of a luxury price-wise. Still, we ended up picking up a bag of mandarin oranges and a small bunch of bananas. As we walked through the produce section, we were greeted by something very Japanese, the store jingle. These catchy little tunes are everywhere in Japan. They're in supermarkets, train stations, and even at crosswalks. They're designed to guide, welcome, and entertain. Though after a while in this small of a space, I'll admit all the noise starts to feel a little bit like sensory overload. Next, we grabbed some yogurt. Then right next to those, we also found the fruit toppings. We picked up the mango one, and these are such a clever way to jazz up regular yogurt. Next, we found a 10-pack of eggs for just 244 yen. This seemed like such a great deal compared to what we've been paying for eggs back home recently. We also picked up a carton of milk and some butter. And yes, we double-checked to make sure that it was butter and not cheese. Sometimes the packaging can look very similar. Next came the cereal aisle, and this really stood out. Back home, the cereal section is huge and colorful and filled with all kinds of sugary choices. But here in Japan, the selection is much smaller, and cereals like Fruit Loops or Lucky Charms are super rare to find. We ended up picking this one for just 452 yen, and it was kind of like a chocolate hazelnut granola. It was super tasty. Before checking out, Mackenzie requested one of her favorites, melon pon. We grabbed 2 and I added them to our cart. As we took one last look around, I noticed a few items you definitely wouldn't find at grocery stores back home. I found something called candy-style cheese that I'd never tried before. These were tempting, but the unrefrigerated cheeseburgers, not so much. And that wraps up our grocery haul for breakfast. The total came out to 2,588 yen. Now that's just about $3 a person for breakfast, and some of these grocery items did end up lasting for more than one day, so not too bad if you ask me. We enjoyed this breakfast at our Airbnb, which brings us to our next biggest expense of the day, our accommodation. In Japan, there is truly something for every type of traveler, from compact business hotels and capsules to traditional inns and modern apartments. And you guys, the prices really do rise the closer you get into Tokyo's more popular spots. For our family, we knew we wanted to experience some of the touristy spots in Tokyo, but we also wanted to spend time exploring the nearby Kawasaki area. So we ended up finding a place right in between, giving us access to both while keeping costs more manageable. Rather than staying at a hotel, we chose this Airbnb apartment. With 6 of us traveling together, this gives us a little bit of extra space to stretch out, and something especially helpful for our family, a small kitchen. Being able to cook some of our own meals makes a big difference, not just in our budget, but also in making the place feel a bit more like home. For this size Airbnb in this area, the cost comes to 38,239 yen per night. This is just about $264 US. This apartment certainly isn't luxurious, but it is clean, it's comfortable, and it has a sense of safety and calm, and for us, that makes all the difference. With our IC cards in hand, we were ready to begin our day. First stop, Asakusa. Now, I've heard this area pronounced in different ways. Some people say Asakusa, and some people say Asakusa. But guys, during my time living with a host family in Japan, they always said Asakusa, so that's how I say it today. The train station was just a few steps from our Airbnb. So close, in fact, that when the trains passed by, the passengers could probably see right into our apartment if we didn't close the curtains. But in Japan, of course, being close to a train station is a big positive, and it also meant that we didn't have to go far to begin our Tokyo journey. For this trip, we chose to buy physical IC cards to use on the trains. We got these at the airport when we arrived, and while it is possible to use your iPhone to pay for train fares now, since we have 4 kids and they don't all have their own devices, the physical cards were a better fit for us. Now, there's a lot I could say about IC cards in Japan, but I'll go ahead and link some videos down below that go into more details if you're curious. So our train ride to Asakusa cost 500 yen for those 13 years old and up, but for my youngest kiddos, they were half price at just 250 yen per kid. Now, while there are plenty of popular attractions in this area that require an admission fee, there are also many free places to explore too, and for a family, that makes a big difference when balancing the budget. Our first stop of the day was to one of those places, free to visit, yet offering amazing views. This is the Asakusa Cultural Tourism Center, and it's really great for getting travel information. You can see exhibits, and they even have free restrooms. Those are important to us. But what we love most about this place is the panoramic views of Tokyo from their free observation deck. From here, you can really see the old parts of Tokyo and the new parts of Tokyo side by side. Over here, you can see Tokyo Skytree standing tall in the distance, and then right across the street, you can see Nakamise Dori and Sensoji Temple. And we had planned to visit all 3. After taking in the view, we made our way just across the street to explore one of Tokyo's most iconic and beloved sites. This area is always super lively with so much to see, but with the crowds, it does take time to take it all in. Since it was almost lunchtime, we decided to take ourselves on a little food tour of this area. And you guys, this place is pretty well known for its amazing street food. The only difficult part was narrowing down exactly what to get. We each picked out a few different things and shared bites along the way, which is perfect when you're feeding a big crew like ours, since we really wanted to try a little bit of everything. First up, something the boys really wanted to try, menchikatsu. Now this is one of Asakusa's most popular street foods, and for good reason. It smells amazing. This is kind of like a very juicy burger patty. There's also onions in here. They shape this into a thick patty and then roll it in breadcrumbs before deep frying it to golden perfection. A little bit oily for me, but definitely delicious. Next, we tried something my daughter Mackenzie and I were looking forward to, the curry cheese pan. Now, I would describe curry pan as kind of a savory donut, and inside they fill it with a Japanese style curry. The curry is usually mild, not too spicy, and just a little bit sweet. But this one was even better because it also had gooey cheese inside, and it was baked instead of fried, so not too oily. Next up, it was time for our main course, and for this, we walked just around the block to a fun little restaurant called Tiger Gyoza. Now, I do have a couple of picky eaters in the bunch, but if there's one thing that all of my kids will agree on, it's gyoza. Usually we end up buying these from Costco, but while we were here, I wanted to try some more authentic ones. Now, Tiger Gyoza is known for their super tasty yet budget-friendly gyoza, and let me tell you, they did not disappoint. We started with several orders of their classic gyoza at just 80 yen each. I could not believe the price. Then we also got a couple of their famous jumbo gyoza, and they've actually nicknamed these banana gyoza because they're so big. These were just 180 yen each. And then of course, I also ordered a couple of their steamed buns too. These were super soft and savory, and again, super affordable at just 120 yen each. Everything here was super tasty. Definitely a 10 out of 10, but the best part was definitely the cheap price. For all 6 of us, our total came to just 2,900 yen. So yeah, under 20 bucks for all of us. And since tipping isn't really a thing in Japan, it made this meal even more budget friendly. Now, if you've got a sweet tooth, the streets near Sensoji Temple are packed with treats. On our last visit, we tried all kinds of amazing strawberry desserts. This one was definitely my favorite. But this time, the kids were on a mission for melon pan. Melon pan is another super popular treat in this area, and the ones that we got were served warm. The bread itself is a bit sweet, but it's also very soft and fluffy, and there's a crunchy cookie crust on the outside. Definitely better than the ones we had this morning from the grocery store. Now, we ended up grabbing one plain melon pan for 300 yen and one cream-filled version for 600 yen. These were the perfect size for sharing. And then of course, we had to hit up the nearby vending machines for some drinks before moving on to our next stop of the day. And you guys, vending machines in Japan are surprisingly affordable. Usually the prices range anywhere from 110 yen to 180 yen each. This one says Mikan Jelly. So it's like orange drink, but with jelly in it. Interesting. Yeah, there you go. Very nice. After enjoying some of Tokyo's more budget-friendly experiences, we set our sights a little higher, literally, with a visit to Tokyo Skytree, which is the tallest structure in Japan. Now, with all 6 of us, admission added up quickly. This was about $90 for all of us, but the experience of standing this high above one of the world's busiest cities felt like something that we needed to do at least once. If you're not great with heights, this might not be your thing. But for me, I thought the views were amazing. It was definitely a long way down though. Before we left, we made sure to check out Skytree's glass floor. Some of us found this creepy while others actually enjoyed it. By the time we made it all the way back down to the ground, we were all ready for dinner. And even though it was super windy, we were glad to walk just down the street to find the perfect spot for our hungry crew, Kura Sushi. This place is such a family favorite. The sushi rolls by on conveyor belts, so the kids love picking out exactly what they want, and let's be honest, so do the adults. And even though we do have a Kura Sushi back home in Orlando, let me tell you, not only were the prices here way cheaper, but the menu was also completely different. There were so many new and fun options we'd never seen before, which made the experience extra special. Now, believe it or not, but each plate starts at just 150 yen and goes up to about 480. So yes, definitely budget friendly. Everyone was able to find something they liked, and ordering on the tablet in English made things even easier. Now, they did have plenty of options that didn't include raw fish, and some of the most interesting things that we tried were the cheese tempura topped nigiri. They also had one topped with a hamburger, and one topped with shrimp and cheese. And then we did try a few more traditional items too. Back in Orlando, whenever we go to Kura Sushi, the bill easily comes to over $100 for the 6 of us. But here, the total for all of these plates came to just over 5,800 yen, which is about $40. After dinner, it was getting dark and cold, so it was definitely time to head back to our Airbnb. Ikimashou! Okay guys, our grand total for the day, including food, transportation, accommodations, and attractions, came to just about 72,000 yen, which is about $495 or roughly $82 per person. When it comes to traveling with a big family, things can get crazy sometimes, but honestly, it's days like these, exploring new places together, and making those core memories that make everything worth it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.